From Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado, today it is the Super Bowl champion, the Oakland Raiders, and the Denver Broncos. Hello, everybody. This is Charlie Jones along with Lynn Dawson and another sellout crowd for the Denver Broncos. Their 81st consecutive sellout crowd. And they will be seeing a new coach, Dan Reeves.
Dan Reeves, coming over from the Dallas Cowboys, took over as the head coach, and I asked him what's the most difficult thing to adjust to, and he said it's the media, handling the media. It isn't the ball club, but the players really like him, and I look for him to have a good year.
Now, for the Super Bowl champion Oakland Raiders, it seems as if nobody picks him to repeat because Jim Plunkett had such a great year last year. Can he do it again?
I think he can do it. Now, Jim's not getting any respect. They're saying, oh, he did it with mirrors. He can't do it again this year, but I think that he can. The reason I say that is because the most important thing is Jim proved to himself that he is capable of doing the job. And he'd had a great year last year, and I look for him to have another great year this year.
The quarterback for the Denver Broncos will be Craig Morton. He and the head coach were teammates when they were both with the Cowboys.
And the head coach, Dan Reeves, says, all right, Morton, you are my quarterback. All the eggs are in your basket. And he is doing that. Morton is the man that's going to have to lead this Denver offense, an offense that had some problems in the past.
Denver has been known for their defense, but if they are to get that offense moving today, it could well be the tight end Riley Odoms.
Well, they're going to have to throw the football, and in third down situations, look for this man, a slimmed down Riley Odoms. He's lost 20 to 30 pounds from last year. Morton loves to go to him in a clutch situation.
You always talk about the Denver Bronco defense. You cannot overlook the Oakland Raider defense. And one of their keys is the man who has the go-ahead from his coach Tom Flores to blitz on any play.
You know, Ted Hendricks led the sacks for Oakland last year. He's more or less on his own defensively. He's going to blitz quite a bit of the time. The coaches leave it up to Ted where he blitzes, and this really presents a problem for the offense.
So we have a great matchup here today. The Super Bowl champions, the Oakland Raiders. Can they do it again? And they take on the Denver Broncos, a wild sellout crowd. NFL 81 will continue in a moment. Hello, everybody. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. It is Orange Sunday in Denver. The Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos as Chris Farr will be kicking off. Wade Manning is the deep back on the return in the middle. He takes it at the 4, to the 10, 15, 20, and then down at the 22-yard line. So Denver will go to work on their own 22, but there was a marker on the play. As you check out the marker, let's check out the offensive set. It'll be Craig Morton, Dave Preston, and Rick Perros. That will be the offensive backfield. The receivers, Upchurch Moses, the tight end Riley Odoms. It'll be a clipping call against the Broncos. That offensive line, it is underrated. It is stuttered. Classic. Bill Bryan is the center, one of the best in the National Football League. Howard and Miners. So that is the offensive set of the Denver Broncos, and basically, with the exception of Rick Perros, that is the offensive set of the Broncos a year ago. The change at a running back.
Little block below the waist. On the return, first down.
The referee is Jerry McBride. The defense for the Oakland Raiders. Matuzak change at middle guard as Reggie Kinlaw has a knee problem. It will be the rookie Johnny Robinson from Louisiana Tech and Dave Browning at right end. So the Broncos start at their 9-yard line. First down. Play action, Morton. He goes to the 14. He picks up 5. It'll be second down and 5. Matt Millen was there along with Mike Davis. The Raiders in their basic 3-4 that we will see most of the game. They'll be in and out of it. The 4 linebackers, Ted Hendricks, McClanahan, Matt Millen, and Rod Martin, who had the 3 interceptions in the Super Bowl. And that tough secondary, Lester Hayes and Dwayne Osteen on the corners with Davis and Owens at the safety. So it is second down and 5, Denver's ball. Just outside their own 14-yard line. Temperature 74 degrees at kickoff time. 50% humidity and a breeze of about 11 miles an hour. Rick Perros gets the call, and he goes to the 18. He picks up 4, so it'll still be a yard shy of the first down as Robinson makes the tackle.
Charlie, I think we can take a look at this Denver offense, and it is different because they are using a lot of movement back there. The offensive backs are lining up in one position. They're moving around, much like the Dallas Cowboys, and that's understandable because Danny Reeves was the offensive coach of Dallas for several years. The one problem is getting all this timing down in a short period of time. They are not really where they want to be offensively yet.
Ron Egloff is in, a double tight end on the set as Haven Moses comes out. 3rd down and 1. First down Denver, 21-yard line. Dave Preston, the ball carrier. Matt Millen makes the tackle.
Short yardage situation. You're getting the tight ends in. You can see the shift by the backs. 46 is Preston, and you got 88 Riley Odoms up there making contact. A good block by number 62 Tom Glassick, the guard, kicking out the outside man. Here it is. 88 is Riley Odoms. Fighting and scratching. 62, an outstanding block by Tom Glassick, opening the hole, enabling them to pick up a first down.
Moses and Upchurch back into the offensive set. First down. Blitz comes. And Morton will be sacked. He is pulled down by John Matuzak. And one of the things that you have to watch with Craig Morton, he is simply not that agile.
Well, the first time that he ran that bootleg and picked up 5 yards, there was nobody out there, and Craig in his youth would have probably at least picked up a first down, but he was able to pick up only 5. That time he was not able to get away from big John Matuzak. Matuzak's a big man. He weighs about 280 or 90 pounds now, Charlie, but even a man that size can move and run a quarterback down.
It'll be 2nd down and about 18 to go as Jim Wright comes in as a tight end, and Haven Moses comes out. The lone wide receiver is Upchurch. 2nd and 18. Upchurch comes in motion. Sweep to the near side. Dave Preston gets the call and leans to the 16. So he'll pick up 3. It'll be 3rd down and still 15 to go.
And I look for Morton to get back in the shotgun formation. They've been utilizing this formation in a definite passing situation. A definite passing situation on 3rd down generally is over 3 yards. If it's the 3rd and 4, it's a passing situation. Right now, Denver's in that situation.
Tom Floyd, the head coach of the Raiders in his 3rd year. Rod Martin and Dwayne Osteen on that last tackle. 3rd down and 15. We're about 3.5 minutes into the game. No score. Shotgun formation. Preston's coming back in motion as a blocker. Pump fake by Morton. Lots of time. Waits, and then he is wrapped up. So the Raiders now have their 2nd sack of the ball game. There's a marker drop on the far side at the 13-yard line.
Charlie, he had all day back there. You have to credit the Oakland secondary for covering, because taking a look at Craig Morton, he is back there. He's got plenty of time. 46, the back. Preston is in there to help pick up. Lots of time. But eventually it breaks down. They get to him. But he must have had about 5 seconds to get rid of the ball. Number 37, the man who had a tremendous year last year, Lester Hayes. All over Haven Moses.
It'll be 4th and 19. The call was a motion play against the Broncos. It is refused. And Luke Prestridge will be kicking. Ira Matthews is the deep back set for the return. The Raiders could start with excellent field position. A great kick. Fielded at the 36-yard line. In Raider territory. Matthews to the 50. To the 40. Inside the Denver 40 to the 38-yard line. Egloff makes the tackle. A return following a kick of 52 yards. A return of 26 yards.
Pittsburgh 33, Kansas City 30. That is in the 4th period. Kansas City hadn't had much offense this year. Baltimore 29, New England 28, 4th period. Miami defeated St. Louis by the score of 20-7. That's a final. In the 3rd period, Seattle 21, Cincinnati 20. Philadelphia in the 4th period, 24-10 over the New York Giants.
Jim Plunkett, the quarterback, with Kenny King and Mart Van Egan behind him. And Van Egan gets the call. And right there is Rulon Jones. They may give him back to the line of scrimmage, but that will be it. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Offensive line for the Oakland Raiders. First, there's the backfield that we talked about. Plunkett, Van Egan, and Kenny King, and their receivers. Cliff Birch, Bob Chandler, and Raymond Chester in the offensive line. Art Shell, Gene Upshaw, Dave Dalby, Mickey Marvin, and Henry Laura.
That's the same crew that started in the Super Bowl last year against Philadelphia.
2nd and 10. Plunkett to throw. Deep over the middle. Tip. Intercepted. Steve Foley with the interception. And the Broncos have the football. And a flag is down back at the 47-yard line. So we'll wait to sort it out.
Possibly could be roughing the passer. If that's the case, they're going to bring it back and give it to the Oakland Raiders. You see, Charlie, most of the time when you throw a ball high like that and your receiver gets one hand on it, tips it up, a defensive man is there for the interception.
The penalty against the Broncos. The Raiders retain possession.
Roughing the passer, number 75, defense, first down.
The call on Rulon Jones, number 75, for roughing Jim Plunkett.
Taking a look at Jim Plunkett going back in the pocket. Number 75, Rulon Jones, has really done an outstanding job for this football team. You don't see the hit after he gets through, but you see the tip ball. And like I said, when you tip it up in the air, deep in the secondary, generally there's a defensive man there to make the interception.
Oakland first down, Denver 24-yard line. No score. It's over 10 minutes to go. In the first quarter, Arthur Whittington is in the game. He scoots outside, leans inside the 20. It'll be 2nd down and 6 as Foley makes the tackle. Defensively for the Denver Broncos, basically the 3-4. Barney Chavis, Reuben Carter, and Rulon Jones with the 4 linebackers. Very active. Bob Swinson, Larry Evans, Randy Gradishar, and Tom Jackson. And that secondary has Lewis Wright and Aaron Kyle on the corners. Billy Thompson and Steve Foley at the safety.
They feel in Denver that this Denver defense is as good as the defense that went to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
2nd down and 6.
And they're going to be tested right now.
Whittington inside to about the 16. It'll be 3rd down and still 2 to go.
Charlie, one of the outstanding linebackers in the game today is number 53, Randy Gradishar, playing there. But if you get a big offensive lineman that gets a couple of steps and gets a hit on you, I don't care how tough you are as a linebacker. It's kind of a mismatch because Randy's a big man, but he's outweighed by some 30 or 40 pounds.
3rd down and 2. Todd Christensen comes in, a double tight end set. Latimer is in defensively. They'll go with a 4-3. Whittington, first down, Oakland. Arthur Whittington picks up the first down.
That time they employed 3 tight ends in the ball game on short yardage situation. Oakland did. Denver will also use 3 tight ends. Number 53, Randy Gradishar. He's guessing, he's timing, he's trying to time that snap, he's trying to shoot the gap and get through, but it's all sealed up. There's a lot of bodies there. He was only able to get an arm on the running back. He did bring him down, but not before they picked up the first down.
Kenny King is back into the backfield for the Oakland Raiders. First down, Denver 12-yard line. King gets the call, right side. Picks up 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. Barney Chavis, defensive left end, brings him down. They'll mark it at the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
The Oakland Raider offensive line is an outstanding one. Kenny King, you see, going back to the huddle. You're not seeing penetration by the Denver defense. And down here, they must get penetration, because if you don't get penetration, you're going to pick up some yardage. Final, Baltimore defeated New England 29-28, and that has to be considered an upset. Baltimore over New England by 1 point.
Plunkett to throw. All the time in the world. It is there. Tight end Raymond Chester. Touchdown. Jim Plunkett to Raymond Chester. The play covering 9 yards, a 38-yard drive in 7 plays.
The last time that Plunkett threw the ball to Raymond Chester, he threw it high. This time he threw it high, and he didn't throw it too high. Great protection by Oakland. Right on the money, into the end zone. And I guess if people are still asking the question about Jim Plunkett, was last year a fluke? This is a pretty good indication that last year was not a fluke. That he somehow finds a way to get that football into the end zone. That time it was to his fine tight end, Raymond Chester.
Bob Chandler to hold. Chris Farr with the extra point attempt, and it is good. So the Oakland Raiders are on the scoreboard. It is Oakland 7 and Denver nothing. We'll be back with the kickoff, but now let's go to New York and Bryant Gumbel.
Okay, Charlie, there's just a minute and a half left to play at Pittsburgh's Three River Stadium, and the Chiefs are surprising the Steelers. Surprising them with this play. Mix-up on the handoff. Thomas Howard comes up with it. He runs it back 72 yards, and the Chiefs are out in front of the Pittsburgh Steelers 37-33 with a minute 28 left. Charlie?
We have 7 minutes and 25 seconds. That is the time remaining in the first quarter. Oakland out in front by a score of 7-0. Denver with a bit of bad luck. Steve Foley with the interception, but Rulon Jones was called for roughing the passer, and so they tacked the penalty on, and Raiders retained possession, went in to score. Chris Barr to kick off.
Danny Reeves, the coach, the new coach of Denver, said what we have to do is eliminate mistakes. Now, that was a mistake, a real big one, because it turned a situation in where they had great field position for Denver, turn it right around to Oakland, they end up getting 7 points.
Rob Lytle. It bounces off of him. He goes after it. There's a scramble near the far sideline. Oakland players say they have the ball. It may have bounced out of bounds. Let's wait and see the call.
Oakland says it hits Rob Lytle right on the head. Look at this. Right on the face mask and bounces forward. Now, Oakland, in order to get retention of that ball, has to have control before it goes out of bounds. And they did not have control of the football, so it's going to go to Denver. Now watch him give it to Oakland.
All right, let's run down the score.
Well, I'll tell you, this is an outstanding first week. Philadelphia 24-10 over the Giants. That's a final.
Free kick out of bounds. The ball was last touched by the kicking team. We'll replay the down.
That is the call from Jerry Markbright. Go ahead with the scores.
More scores. Dallas leading Washington in a very important game, 26-10. That's in the fourth period. Atlanta, yes, they're for real, 27-0 over the New Orleans Saints. Spoiling Bum Phillips' inaugural day as coach. 24-17, Detroit defeating San Francisco. That's a final. In the third period, Green Bay's.
That one dropped off the board, didn't it?
Very right.
There it is.
Green Bay leading Chicago 13-6. That's in the third quarter.
So now we'll go back and do it all over again. This was a kickoff that went out of bounds without possession or without control. Last touched by a receiving player, and that is an automatic 5-yard penalty. And they bring it back and kick it over.
That also puzzles me because it hit Rob Lytle in the head.
But he never had control. Control becoming the key. Possession or control. So the kickoff from the 30-yard line. And Manning takes it at the 1. 15. And down around the 17-yard line. So Denver will go to work from their own 17 first down, as Derek Jensen was down very quickly for the Oakland Raiders.
Now for the Oakland Raiders, they've got to do it again to Denver. They did it the last time defensively. But Morton, as I said in the pregame show, he is the key to this offense. He's going to have to make it go. They're going to be moving around, doing a lot of shifting with the backs, a lot of motion with the flankers, trying to disrupt the concentration of that Oakland defense.
Dave Preston and Rick Perros are the running backs. Moses in motion. Second back through is Preston. 20-yard line. Gain of 3. It'll be second down and 7. Rod Martin makes the tackle.
All of that motion, all of that shifting doesn't make any difference unless at the line of scrimmage they open the holes.
Tony Reed will be coming into the backfield, and Preston comes out.
Preston and Tony Reed will bring in the plays from the sidelines and their head football coach, Danny Reed.
Tony Reed, formerly with the Kansas City Chiefs, trade last spring. Second and 7. Reed gets the call. Couple of yards. It'll be third down and 5.
opening the holes. The linebacker's doing a fine job for the Oakland Raiders. Here you can see both guards are pulling. Number 62 is Tom Glassick, but 57, Randy McClanahan, is trailing behind and makes the stop near the line of scrimmage. Ted Hendricks, number 83, is just turning it in. He's turning the play, and he's standing his ground right there, takes the shot, turning it in to the inside people. That would be number 57, Randy McClanahan. So Big Ted did his job on that play.
Officials spot the ball at the 21, passing down from the shotgun. Morton fires up, first down, 35, 40, 41-yard line. A gain of 20 on the play and a first down for the Broncos.
That's the man they got to get that football to. Rick Upchurch, number 80. He's the type of game breaker that Denver has. He has the speed to go all the way. Riley Odoms is not that quick, that fast, but here it is. One-on-one. He's got Lester Hayes. He gets him turned right there. Now it's all over if the ball gets there. And the ball is there. Morton puts it right on the numbers, and it's a big first down for the Denver Broncos.
Otis McKinney makes the tackle. First down, Denver, their own 41-yard line. Tight end coming in motion, jumping outside is Preston. And he'll pick up a couple of yards on the play. It'll be second down 8. Dwayne Osteen, defensive right cornerback, was there.
Defensively, when you tell your defensive people we want gang tackling, on that last play there were 6 Oakland Raider defensive men right around the ball carrier.
Greg Morton in his 17th year in the National Football League. The quarterback of the Denver Broncos. An official timeout on the far sideline. He's just moving some Oakland players back. We have 4 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We've got a final in.
Oh, I thought I saw that right. Kansas City defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Second and 8. Harrod to the 46-yard line. So Rick has 3. It'll be third down and 5. And a moment ago, when it was third down and just over 6, Greg Morton went to Rick Upshaw.
He also went to that shotgun.
There's that final.
Kansas City 37, Pittsburgh 33. I didn't think that Kansas City scored 37 points in all 4 of their preseason games. So for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're not playing like the Steelers of old.
Kansas
City isn't playing like Kansas City.
Not the last few years, anyway. Denver from their own 45-yard line, the officials say, so it is third and 6. Same situation they had a moment ago. Morton with time. Rolling, throwing. It is caught by Tony Reed, and he catches it right at the first down marker, which is the Oakland 49-yard line. Mike Davis was there. And it is a first down.
All right, Morton can still move around in the pocket. He's flushed out. Number 88, Riley Odoms, is in there helping protect. He sees Tony Reed. He gets the ball to him. He makes sure it's first things first. You saw Tony Reed right there. First thing he had to do is make sure he made the reception before moving with it. He knew how close he was to that first down mark. Now for an offense that apparently hasn't been doing a great deal in preseason play, Morton's got them moving on this drive.
Twice in this drive, he is converted on a third down and 6 situation. Moses comes in motion. Flag is down. Barrows in trouble, maybe half a yard. Matt Millen makes the tackle. Well, let's go back to the marker that was dropped. Oakland offside. Denver will take the 5 yards to the 44. It'll be first down and 5. And now, for the first time in Raider territory, the Broncos can change up that offense.
Yes, they can. You know, in the past, what they used to do, they had, I think, first down. Taking something out of the playbook of the Oakland Raiders, going up top for 6. Rick Upchurch, number 80, just gets in bounds. Right there, both feet.
Oh,
very,
let's go
very
back.
close, very close.
Let's go back and watch the footwork of Upchurch.
He's going against 35, Dwayne Osteen, the cornerback. Oh, but that is close.
It only looks on both replays like 1 foot was inbound. High snap. And towed into the end zone by Prestridge, who is the holder. And so it remains. The Oakland Raiders 7 and the Denver Broncos 6. We'll be back in a moment with the kickoff. This is Charlie Jones and Lynn Dawson. Let's go back to the replay.
Both feet have to be in bounds. To me, Charlie, it does not look like that second foot right there is in bounds. It looks like he touched on the green. So here's another shot of it. The ball is coming.
Caught there with 1 foot. Control, second foot. Second foot is on the white. It still counts, though. 44-yard touchdown pass. So Fred Steinfort will be kicking off with Barnwell and Matthews, the deep backs. Barnwell takes it a yard deep. And he returns near the 25-yard line. So Oakland will go to work as we go to New York and Brian Gumbel.
In Pittsburgh, the Chiefs have completed their upset of the Steelers, down 37-33. Terry Bradshaw was driving his club with less than a minute left. Looked for John Stallworth. Instead found Gary Barbaro. He came down with it, put the Chiefs in position. They just ran off the clock. They upset the Steelers 37-33. Charlie?
Thank you, Brian. 2:32 left to go. First quarter, Orange Sunday in Denver. It is Oakland by 1, 7-6. Raiders from their own 25-yard line. Whittington and Van Eegen, the running back. Mark Van Eegen. He'll have a yard to the 26 where Aaron Kyle got him. Second down and 9.
Charlie, defensively, both of these teams have outstanding defensive backs, and they have the type of defensive backs where they can line up man on the opposition and free some other people not to worry about pass coverage, particularly in a running situation like that. Kyle come up very quickly from his outside right cornerback position to make that tackle.
Derek Jensen, number 31, is in. He and Whittington are the running back. Chandler wide to the near side. Game breaker Cliff Branch wide to the far side. Passing down for Jim Plunkett. He gives instead to Whittington. A couple of yards to the 28. It'll be 3rd and 7 as Barney Chavis and Billy Thompson make the tackle. Greg Boyd is also checked into that defense.
Going to the side of Barney Chavis, number 79, he is considered an outstanding defensive lineman against the run. Oakland, of course, is going to find out if that's really true once again this year. But he is. He did an outstanding job on that last play.
3rd down and 7.
Now they have 4 defensive linemen rushing the passer.
Branch and Chandler both wide to the near side. Plunkett to throw. That's pressure. It's away. And then it's dropped. Rulon Jones got him for the sack. The first sack for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, Rulon Jones back there. Also number 77, Craig Boyd. He was also back there putting pressure on Plunkett. They went with 4 down linemen in a passing situation. That's to put the heat on Plunkett. Because, you know, if you give him enough time, he's going to find somebody open. You can see right now that Jones, 75, is fighting and scratching to get to him. Eventually they do. Plunkett goes down, and they're going to have to kick the football away to Denver.
And Ray Guy will be kicking. It is 4th and 17. Rick Upchurch is set for the return. Todd Christensen with a snap. It is high. Great kick by Guy. Upchurch from the 27-yard line of Denver slips a tackle at the 30. And then goes out of bounds. And as he does, he is sacked by Ted Watt. 55 yards on the kick, an 8-yard return. We've got a timeout. Oakland leads by 1, 21 seconds left, first quarter. We're back in Denver and another final.
And a final, the Cincinnati Bengals defeating Seattle 27-21. Take a look at both head coaches. Tom Flores on the right, Dan Reeves on the left.
Broncos from their own 34-yard line, first down. It is Oakland 7, Denver 6. Upchurch in motion. Rick Peros gets the call. Peros from Utah State, number 4 draft choice a year ago, injured a knee preseason. Did not play last year. First quarter score.
Los Angeles ahead of Houston 7-3 in the first period. They are playing that ball game in Los Angeles.
And we'd like to welcome those that have been watching the Seattle-Cincinnati game. You heard the gun. That is the end of the first quarter here with the score after 1 in the books. The Oakland Raiders 7 and the Denver Broncos 6. Hello, everybody. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. We start the second quarter. The score is 7-6 Oakland, and already we've got a controversial play.
Right, the one in the end zone. It was very, very close the way that you and I saw it. He did not have both feet in bounds, but it still counts. They still registered 6 points up on the scoreboard. And once again, the Denver Broncos have the football.
2nd and 8, Denver. The ball on their own 36-yard line as we open the second period. Haven Moses comes in motion. Morton to throw. Dumps it off right side. Dave Preston. Preston fakes inside, goes outside, and has the first down. Goes out of bounds close to the 45-yard line. Dwayne Osteen was the man chasing him. Excellent open field running by Dave Preston.
And also an excellent block by number 62, the left guard, Tom Glassick, right there. The back is setting up that defensive player, and he runs, and Glassick ran right over that defensive back, enabling Preston to jump outside and pick up the first down.
Couple of quick scores.
Green Bay, leading Chicago 16-6. That's in the fourth period. Buffalo ahead of the Jets 3-0 first period.
Rick Peros. A straight shot to the Oakland 48-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 as Johnny Robinson, the middle guard, and Burgess Owens, the free safety, make the tackle. Rick Peros, number 24. 5'11", only 200 pounds, from Utah State. He has been a very exciting runner, particularly in preseason this year.
I know he said he was just happy to make the club, and starting in the opening game has really meant a great deal to him. And I can understand why he started, because he has great quickness.
2nd and 3, Tony Reed is in the backfield. He and Dave Preston, the messenger service. Flag is down. Play picks up about 3. Dave Browning makes the tackle. We'll go back to the marker. Face mask is the call.
Give him a first down. Breaks are kind of evening out now. Oakland got a very big break when Plunkett threw it. A ball that was intercepted.
Personal foul. Grabbing the face mask. Defense. First down.
Automatic first down at the Oakland 40-yard line.
I think that's the second penalty that has really helped the Denver Broncos. Raiders been penalized 3 times for 15 yards.
And thus far, both Craig Morton and Jim Plunkett have had a perfect day. Morton now has completed 4 of 4 passes. Plunkett 1 of 1. Morton rolling, dumps it off. First incomplete pass going to Jim Wright in at tight end. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the Oakland 40-yard line.
They had 2 tight ends in the ball game that time. That time he tried to get the ball to number 87 Wright, but number 88 Riley Odoms, the man that we were talking about in the pregame show, was wide open about 15 yards downfield. Had Morton been able to see him and get the football to him.
It is Oakland 7 and Denver 6. The Raider touchdown was Jim Plunkett to Raymond Chester. It covered 9 yards. The Denver touchdown was Morton to Upchurch, covering 44 yards. The snap on the extra point attempt was high. Denver did not get a chance to convert. Almost intercepted at the 26-yard line. Mike Davis stepping in front of Riley Odom.
Oh, Mike Davis was there. Riley Odom slipped just as the ball was getting to him, and the only man there that was able to make the reception was Davis. 88, tight end Riley Odom, working down across the middle, puts a move on 36, which is Davis, and he slips a little bit right there. You can see his feet come down. He wanted to stop. Davis was there, but he did not come up with a football. Really, that's a big break for the Denver Broncos.
It is 3rd down and 10. Oakland 40-yard line. Upchurch wide to the far side. Haven Moses to the near side. On the right wing now is Dave Preston. And Riley Odoms is in the backfield as a blocker. Morton's pass is incomplete. A bit high. Dave Preston couldn't pull it down. Rod Martin had the defensive coverage. That was a catchable ball.
Yes, they should have had that football. Hit him in the hands. Number 88 is personal protector back there, but he shouldn't go behind Morton. Should be in front of him. You can see what Craig felt right there, that the ball should have been caught. If it had been caught, it would have been another first down. It would have kept this drive alive.
So it is 4th down and 10. Luke Prestridge is in to punt. He'll go for the corner. Ira Matthews is set for the return. Ron Egloff, the tight end, is the up back to block. Goes for the far corner. As most right-footed kickers do, you want to bring that foot across, and it goes out of bounds. 15-yard line. So the Raiders will take over on their own 15. They lead 7-6. We'll be back in a moment. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson, George Finkel, our producer, John Gonzalez, our director. He just found the pretty girl on the sideline. Oakland's ball on their own 15-yard line, first down, 13:49, time remaining in the first half.
Charlie, you were mentioning about people are enthusiastic fans here. This is what, the 81st consecutive sellout
of more than 75,000. Whittington and Van Egan are the running back. Plunkett to go deep. Chester, and he overthrows Raymond. So bring it back to the 15. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, he was going to make sure of one thing. Plunkett was that if his man didn't catch it, no one would. 63. Gene Upshaw has been playing this position for a long, long time. He's had, I believe, over 200 consecutive starts, even his rookie year.
Next Sunday, join host Brian Gumbel at 12:30 Eastern Time for NFL 81. All of the news highlights and late-breaking information on all the games. Another doubleheader Sunday featuring a tough AFC Central battle as the Houston Oilers meet the Cleveland Browns. And check your local listing for the games in your area. Next Sunday on NBC. 2nd and 10. The Broncos now with changes in that defensive line of Boyd, Latimer, and Manor. And Greg Boyd brings down Arthur Whittington.
That offensive line of the Oakland Raiders is an outstanding one, and it has been for several years. I was talking about number 63, Gene Upshaw. He is starting today in his 203rd consecutive game, every one of those games as a starter. There's been a lot of kickers who've been around the league a lot of years, but, you know, they may get in once to kick the football. This guy has been in the pit for 203 consecutive games.
3rd down and 8. Denver now with a 4-man rush. Chavis, Boyd, Latimer, and Manor. Plunkett to throw. Has pressure up the middle. He is brought down by Greg Boyd. 2nd sack for the Denver Broncos.
2nd sack for the Denver Broncos. That time Greg Boyd was the man that got to Plunkett. And I was just talking about Upshaw, 63. That is his man. He's sliding by. Gene tries to grab him a little bit with his arm and bring him down. There has been rumors in the past that Upshaw might try to hold if necessary. At that time, the battle was won by that man, Greg Boyd, number 77. He's big, 280 pounds.
So Ray Guy from his end zone will be kicking to Rick Upchurch.
Charlie, now you know why it's so tough to, in a passing situation, to hold those big men out. Boyd is 6'6", 280 pounds.
Another great kick by Guy. Upchurch backpedals, takes it at the 26-yard line, slips a tackle, slips another one. Has 2 more blocks. He's to the 40, out of bounds to the 41-yard line. A return of 15 yards. Ray Guy chased him out of bounds. Had some key blocks. That punt covered 64 yards. We've got a timeout. We'll be back. Rick Upchurch on the return suffered an injury. They're working on him on the sideline, and we'll get an update on that. Also, there was a flag dropped on the return, a personal foul against the Oakland Raiders. That is, any personal foul is tacked onto the end of the run. The call is on Burgess Owens for a late hit. So the play now moves to the Oakland 44-yard line, where Denver has a first down. This is where they start their drive.
Excellent field position for the Denver Broncos. That is the 4th penalty against the Oakland Raiders, and that one could be a costly one. They're on the 44-yard line. They don't have far to go to get into field goal range.
Wade Manning is in as a wide receiver. Going deep, and it is incomplete. Steve Watson, the intended receiver. Covered all the way by Mike Davis. Ray Guy has punted twice in the ballgame, a 55-yarder and a 64-yarder. His average is 59.5 yards.
I think he likes the mile-high altitude here at the stadium because he can put him into orbit.
It'll be 2nd down and 10. There's Ray Guy. He, by the way, is the number 3 quarterback for the Oakland Raiders behind Jim Plunkett and Mark Wilson.
And that isn't a joke because I've seen him throw the football, and he can throw the football about 80 yards.
Injury report on Upchurch. It is an injury to his left knee. I do not know how serious. They're going to try and walk it off as Dave Preston walks from the 44 to maybe the 43. Matt Millen makes the tackle.
Upchurch on the sidelines right now. They were operating with 2 tight ends on that last play. Now they're going to take one of the tight ends out. They'll take Ron Egloff out of the ball game, put in 2 wide receivers because they're in a passing situation, 3rd and 8. Undoubtedly, they'll go into that shotgun formation.
Steve Watson comes wide to the near side, slot on the far side. Now a double slot on the far side, and Preston comes in motion.
Look out.
Pressure on a blitz. Pass is complete. Goes into the 20. To about the 18-yard line. First down, Denver. Osteen and Hayes make the tackle.
Well, I'll give credit to Morton on that one because he was being blitzed. 53, Martin almost had him. Number 53 is Martin. He is blitzing. He's coming. And you'll see that Morton avoids him right here. Steps up. On the move, gets the ball to Haven Moses. Nobody around him. Coming up now, his idea is to put that football away and don't let him strip it from the football. Right there, putting both arms around it. And a first down. Haven Moses coming across, meeting Dwayne Osteen in the middle.
First down from the 18-yard line, Dave Preston. Picks up close to 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. Burgess Owens with the tackle.
Charlie, it's amazing when one thing starts to work offensively, how it fits in and molds with other things that start to work also. They get a little bit going on the ground, picking up 4 or 5 yards like that play. That's a good play. Opens up the passing because now it makes the defense play defense, and they can't shut off one part of your game.
Marking for a gain of 6 in his second 4. Mix up in the backfield. Morton then falls forward. May get a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Browning with the tackle. Now to New York.
Okay, Charlie, thank you. The Houston Oilers out in Anaheim have stopped the Rams just when it appeared they'd pad their lead. This is Pat Hayden working from Houston's 18, looking for Henry Childs, but instead finding Greg Stemrick. Stemrick returns it back to Houston's own 44, and it's the Oilers in business, trailing 7-3. Charlie?
Thank you, Brian. We come back to a 3rd down situation. They mark Craig Morton with no gain. And now the Denver Broncos call for a timeout. We have 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. In the first half, it is Oakland by 1, 7-6.
Next Sunday, Earl Campbell proves he's no stiff. But don't underestimate this man, Brian Sight. He can hit the end zone all day. Houston versus Cleveland, what a battle. Or the New England Patriots try to ground the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles. Check local listings.
A new offense, a mix-up just a moment ago.
But this isn't new. Somebody went the wrong way. Morton is turning one way, the back is going the other way, and what happens? They collide, and down there close to the goal line is not the place for mistakes like that.
Morton to
Safety
throw,
blitz.
blitz. Underthrown at the 4-yard line as Lester Hayes went after the interception.
And a lot of heat from the strong safety. Number 36, Mike Davis, was blitzing from the outside position, which means there's man-to-man coverage in that secondary. Morton just did get the football away. Going back. See, that looked like he had his arm hit because that ball went wobbling downfield.
Field goal attempt upcoming. Pressure to hold. Steinfort from just outside the 19-yard line. It is through. A 19-yard field goal, and the Denver Broncos have the lead. 9.5 minutes left to go in the first half, and Denver is in front 9-7.
Industry experts and fans alike consider it the most respected football show on the air today. For humor, for controversy, for an inside look. Join host Brian Cumble for all the latest scores, highlights, and more. NFL 81. It's as hard-hitting as the sport it covers.
The mascot of the Denver Broncos, the horse name is Crusher. Fred Steinfort will be kicking off with Barnwell and Matthews D. 2-yard line. Malcolm Barnwell. 15, 20. Matthews was the blocker, but he was taken out of the play. The return to the 26-yard line. Aaron Kyle was there. We've got a timeout, and we'll be back in a moment. Rick Upchurch out with a knee injury, has ice on him. Also, Lewis Wright at left corner has an injured thigh. He's been replaced by Perry Smith. Oakland now from their own 26-yard line. Plunkett drops it off to Kenny King. King to the 30, to the 32-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. There's a flag drop upfield, far sideline, 36-yard line. Gradishai was there for the defense. It is against the Denver Broncos. Defensive holding that carries with it an automatic first down.
You mentioned that Lewis Wright. Some consider Lewis Wright the finest cornerback in the National Football League. Right now, he's sitting on the bench with some ice pack wrapped around his leg. In his place is number 45, Perry Smith.
Holding, number 79, defense, automatic first down.
Holding on Barney Chavis, 31-yard line, first down.
You don't see that very often, do you?
In case you're wondering, if you pick up that sound, that is stomping in the stands above us. We thought we were under attack. Plunkett far side, pass is complete to Chandler, and he is nailed. Hit by Perry Smith. So Plunkett comes right back throwing at Perry Smith just in the ballgame.
Well, when you bring a new man in who hasn't been playing regularly, playing in the place of an all-pro like Lewis Wright. Now, here it is. Perry is going to get tested. Perry Smith, number 45. That's just a little quick out, about a 5-yard pass to Bob Chandler, number 85. So what they want to find out right away is how tight is Perry Smith going to play on these wide receivers? Is he going to give them a lot of room? Now, you set that up. Don't be surprised later on if you see somebody go out and up on Perry Smith.
Officials timeout. Morris Bradshaw is in for Chandler.
Chandler went down on the sideline.
They're checking him over there. Now Bradshaw goes to the far sideline. We've got a timeout. And the score, Denver 9 and Oakland 7. We'll be back in a moment.
This is Brian Gumble in New York. Out in Anaheim, the Oilers have pulled within a point of the Rams on a Tony Frisch field goal of 41 yards. This to go with his 50-yarder. Rams are out in front 7-6. Let's go back to Mile High. Charlie Jones, Lenny Dawson.
If you have a headache in your knee, this is the ice pack that you use.
You know, what they're trying to do is prevent swelling. Doesn't look like with that ice pack on it whether Rick Upchurch will be back in this football game.
2nd down and 5, Oakland. Kenny King. Line of scrimmage, that is it. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Plunkett has completed 2 of 3 for only 14 yards through the air. And 9 of the 14 yards, the touchdown pass to Raymond Chester.
He's very fortunate. The one pass that he did throw that was tipped by Chester and intercepted by Foley was brought back because of roughing the passer.
3rd down and 5. Just over 8.5 minutes left to go. We're in the 2nd quarter. It is Denver 9 and Oakland 7. Denver with a touchdown and a 29-yard field goal from the 19 by Fred Steinfort. Plunkett blitz. He's throwing it deep to Brad. And I believe in reality he was throwing it away because the Broncos were really coming.
They had Swenson coming in there, everybody coming after Plunkett. All he could do is get rid of the football.
Next Saturday on NBC's Baseball Game of the Week, the Bennett-minded Montreal Expos meet the surprising Cubs in Wrigley Field. Some of you will see the Yankees against their traditional rivals, the Boston Red Sox. So check your local listings for the game in your area. Next Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time here on NBC Sports. Wade Manning is deep, and Ray Guy will be kicking. Guy with an average in the game of 59.5 yards a kick. Just an average beauty to the 8-yard line. Manning on the return is bumped out of bounds. 56 yards on the kick by Ray Guy. We've got a timeout, and Denver has the lead by 2. 8:07 left to go, first half. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. The Broncos have the ball on their own 25-yard line. A 17-yard return by Wade Manning. The punt of Ray Guy. Slot right side with Steve Watson. The slot had Moses put away. Preston, the remaining back. Watson in motion. Morton dumps it off. Pulled down by Dave Preston. 31-yard line, a gain of 6, second and 4. Lester Hayes was there. Boy, that hurts, Dave.
Well, he hit right down on the infield portion of the dirt there. He goes up with one arm and pulls this one in. A great catch. Remember earlier we said what he had a pass that he probably should have caught, and he didn't. We know one thing: he can catch the football.
That one is one that he shouldn't have caught, but he pulled it down. Second down and 4. Denver at their own 31. Denver leading 9-7.
They're operating with 2 tight ends and just 1 running back in the ball game now offensively.
Jim Wright and Riley Odoms are in. Barrows lifts the tackle. First down. We pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC Television Network.
This is KOA TV, Channel 4 in Denver.
A gain of 6 on the play and a first down. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. We have 6 minutes and 54 seconds. That is the time remaining second quarter. The score is Denver 9 and Oakland 7, and Denver has the football. Rick Perros now 5 carries and 21 yards rushing for the Broncos. The 2 head coaches, Tom Flores of the Super Bowl champions, and the rookie head coach Dan Reeves of the Broncos. Tony Reeves. 4 yards to the 41. It'll be second down and 6. Johnny Robinson, the rookie starter for Reggie Kinlaw at middle guard. He's from Louisiana Tech, taken in the 4th round of the draft, is the man who stopped the play.
Denver Broncos have been talking about having problems with their offense and not getting any consistency. Well, generally, you have to have the same people in there all of the time to get that consistency. Morton, for example, hasn't really played that much during preseason play. He's only thrown the ball 31 times, so he's only played in like 2 quarters in 4 ball games.
Morton to throw. All the time in the world. Riley Odoms the tight end, first down at the Oakland 48-yard line. The Bronco offensive line giving Morton all kinds of time. Now let's go to New York. Bryant Gumbel.
Charlie, just want to keep you abreast of what's happening in that game in Anaheim. Frank Corral has now matched the field goal of Tony Frisch. This one good from 36 yards. So the Rams are out in front 10-6 that ball game in the second. Charlie?
Thank you, Brian. Here it is, Denver 9. They're on the move. Oakland 7. And officials timeout as Matt Millen shaken up on the play, being assisted to the far sideline.
Charlie, you know, you said something earlier in the pregame show about this offensive line of the Denver Broncos, that it was underrated. And looking at the way things are developing, here they are playing against the Super Bowl champion Oakland Raiders. They're doing, really, I think, a fine job. And that last play, Morton loved, because he had all the time in the world to look over the defense, and finally he found Riley Odoms.
Rick Barrett Adds a couple of yards to the 46. It'll be 2nd and 8. John Matuzak with the tackle. The offensive line for the Broncos is Dave Studdard at left tackle in his 3rd year, and Claudia Miner of San Diego State at right tackle. Claudia is in his 8th year. Tom Glassick at left guard in his 6th year. Paul Howard, the right guard, in his 8th year. And the center is Billy Bryan in his 5th year, who many consider the top center in the National Football League. Not all do, but it is a strong line, vastly underrated. 2nd and 8, Morton to throw. Pump fake, he's got time. Pass is complete to Ron Egloff, right at the first down marker. Let's see when the officials spot the ball. Randy McClanahan dropped him.
When you can get back there as a quarterback and pump once and sometimes pump twice, you have plenty of time to throw the football. And that time, that's twice in a row that offensive line has done a great job. Look at this. The offensive line providing Morton with a lot of protection. He eventually hits Egloff, number 85. They're going to take the chains out and take a look at it. Well, that's a first down.
First down at the Oakland 38-yard line. And if you give Morton time, he still has that great touch that he's always had.
His problem is mobility. As we watched here on one occasion him trying to roll out and get away from John Matuzak. He was unable to do that. But when you put him back there in the pocket, you give him enough time to survey the defenses, and he reads defenses extremely well. He's going to get the ball to his receivers. Right now, I just saw number 80, Rick Upchurch, on crutches going into the dressing room.
And Denver now with 2 tight ends on the field. Odom's in right, Moses in motion. Dumps it off to Preston. Preston to the 32-yard line. He picks up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Johnny Robinson, the middle guard, makes the tackle.
Screen pass didn't look like a whole lot, but he picked up 6 down. It puts him in an excellent position to make the offensive call on 2nd down. That time, Ron Howard, number 60, the offensive guard, was out in front of Preston. He made a block on Ted Hendricks, enabling Preston to pick up that 6 yards.
Larry Canada comes in. Jim Wright comes out. So it'll be Canada and Preston, the running backs. 2nd down and 4. Hardman in on defense, replacing Browning. Odom's in motion. Pitches to Canada. Flag is down. Riley Odom, the tight end, may be called for motion. He may have turned downfield a step too soon. Johnny Robinson again with the tackle. It is a motion call against the Broncos.
There was one real big play by Denver, the touchdown pass. But looking on 1st down, which is the most important down in football, Oakland is averaging 2.2 yards, which puts them in a passing situation on 2nd down.
Number 88, offense, 2nd down.
For Denver, they're averaging 5.7 yards on 1st down, which gives them a multitude of things to call on 2nd down. It isn't necessarily a passing down.
But now Denver is a passing down. The motion penalty on Riley Odom. 2nd down 9. The line of scrimmage, the Oakland 37-yard line. Craig Morton has completed 9 of 14 for 133 yards. And he wants a timeout. He looks at his offensive set. He looks at the defensive set. 2nd time that he has called a timeout in this quarter. He has 1 remaining in the half. And we have 3 minutes and 1 second remaining in the 1st half.
I asked Morton about playing for Danny Reeves, because he played at Dallas with me. He says yes, but that's been 8 years ago, and they've changed a lot of plays in the last 8 years, so I've had to learn the offense all over again. And that's what happened on that situation. They had 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers in the football game, 1 running back, and they were looking to see what type of formations that they were eventually going to end up in. And if there's any confusion, particularly when you're getting down in scoring position, you're better off to call a timeout, find out exactly what you want to do, and get it done.
Is this a problem that is inherent when you're putting in any kind of a new offense?
Oh, sure. Now, particularly this type of offense where you're moving so many people around all of the time, that it's easy enough. Some players, you put a rock in their hand and say, go, you run that way. But today, the game of football is a game where the intelligent player is a player who's going to do well.
Total offense thus far, Denver 189 yards, Oakland 34 yards. Tony Reeves fights his way to the 34-yard line. It's a tough 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Mike Davis, the strong safety, stops. Both quarterbacks have been sacked twice in the game. There has been one interception, but it was nullified. That was by Steve Foley. And it is 3rd down and 6.
I look for the Raiders to try to put some heat on Morton, because the last 2 times he went back to pass, he had all day to throw the football.
Oakland now with 5 in the secondary. Up front, Matuzak, Long, and Hardman. Hendricks, Millen, and Martin, the linebacker. Incomplete. Hendricks was coming very quickly. Morton saw him, tried to dump it off, and it is incomplete.
You see the difference when a quarterback has time to survey the defense and get his men opportunity to work to get open, as opposed to that time. Ed Hendricks coming after Morton. He had no other choice. He had to get rid of the football.
And Fred Steinford, who has hit from 29 yards away with a field goal attempt of 53 yards. And he does have this kind of distance. It is no good. It is off to the left from 53 yards away. So we'll bring it back to the line of scrimmage, which was just inside the 35-yard line, where Oakland will take over in their own territory with 2:44 left to go in the first half. They'll spot it at the 34-yard line. Oakland scoring first, a 38-yard drive on 7 plays. Plunkett to Chester. Denver came back an 83-yard drive in 7 plays. Morton to Upchurch. That pass play controversial, covering 44 yards, and Denver then with a 29-yard field goal. That's been the scoring. Denver did not make the extra point. They had a bad snap. Plunkett goes to work. Drops it over the middle. Pass is complete to Van Egan. He caught it at the 42-yard line. He'll have 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Larry Evans with the tackle.
Getting in a situation right now where Denver's defense is loosening up. They don't want to give Cliff Branch an opportunity to put 6 points on the scoreboard. So they're loosening up, and they're going to concede some of those short passes.
Bob Chandler, who was shaken up, is back in the ball game, wide to the near side with Branch slotted inside of him. Kenny King. And King goes out of bounds near the 49-yard line of Oakland, and he's got the first down. Billy Thompson was the man bumping him.
49-yard line.
Good play by that man right there. He got the first down, and he got out of bounds, stopping the clock. The play was designed to go inside. He jumped outside. He got the first down. It puts the ball in a hand away from pressure, gets out of bounds, stops the clock, and they'll get another play off before the 2-minute warning. Good play by Kenny King.
First down, Oakland.
Oh, he's wide open.
Branch is there. And he has it. Oh, he got behind Aaron Kyle by about 5 yards.
Pass is complete to Cliff Branch. He's stopped by Foley.
Kyle slipped. Branch put a move on him. Watch this move by Branch. Watch the outside to the inside. He slips and falls. He's going down the sidelines. Nobody is there. The only one that can help out is the safety. Plunkett gets the ball to him for a big first down.
Play covered 38 yards. 2-minute warning. We'll be back. Seating announcement was furnished as a public service by the National Football League.
Jim Plunkett going back in the pocket. Probably can't believe how wide open Cliff Branch is, but he is wide open. He had beaten Aaron Kyle by about 5 yards. Tim Foley coming over to make the stop.
Oakland at the Denver 13-yard line. First down. 1:57 left to go. First down. The Raiders trail by 2. Van Egan and King are the running back. Plunkett to throw. Almost intercepted. Kyle is claiming the interception, but he trapped the ball. Chandler, the intended receiver.
Chandler was open. Taking a look at this score. Second quarter. Los Angeles leading Houston 17-6. Bob Chandler was running across there, waving his arms. He was wide open. But because of all the people in front of Plunkett, he didn't have a clear view of him. And he threw it a lot later than he should have.
Plunkett and 10, 13-yard line.
Chandler's going to come back and tell him, hey, I was wide open on that play.
Plunkett is pressure. Drops it off underneath the coverage to the tight end, Raymond Chester. Bob Swinson makes the tackle near the 10-yard line. Third down and 7, a little over 7.
It's third down.
Second quarter score. Buffalo leading the Jets by the score of 10-0. NFL 81 will have all of the scores at halftime.
And
Buffalo
we've got a timeout.
10-0.
So Oakland takes a timeout with 1:33 left to go in the first half. The ball just outside of the Denver 10-yard line. They'll be coming back with a third down and 7.
And Plunkett is over talking to his head coach, Tom Flores. And what they cannot afford to do right now is give up the football. They have to at least get an opportunity to get 3 points, because 3 points is going to put them back where, where they'll be in the lead once again. 9-7 to score. 3 points puts them ahead.
Jim Plunkett coming back to the huddle. Oakland scoring first. Jim Plunkett to Raymond Chester, touchdown pass of 9 yards. Denver coming back. Greg Morton to Rick Upchurch pass of 44 yards for the score. Extra point attempt was no good. The snap from center was high. And then Fred Steidler with a 29-yard field goal for the Broncos. 9-7 the score. NFL 81 at halftime. Ryan Gumbel will be updating all of the scores and highlights from around the league. Branch and Chandler wide to the right. Plunkett got it high, and it is caught but out of bounds. Out of the end of the end zone. So it will be fourth down and 7. Plunkett had a lot of time, though.
He had him open, too. A similar type of pattern that Chandler was open on. The thing is, you got to be able to see him and get rid of. You see the top of your screen right there. The Branch is there. Does make the catch, but it's on the white line. It's out of bounds, clearly out of bounds. But what Plunkett did not want to do, he didn't want to throw it short, because he didn't want an interception. He wanted the field goal kicker to have an opportunity to get 3 points.
28-yard attempt by Chris Barr. Bob Chandler to hold. It is no good. It is off to the left. So Barr misses from 28 yards. And the Broncos have some breathing room with 1:23 left to go in the first half.
He really hooked that one. You could see his leg coming across and hooked that ball. He never got it up. It was low. Big break for the Denver Broncos.
So Denver will take over at the 20-yard line, first down.
Charlie, at least looking at that shot of Chris Barr on the sidelines, at least they like you, because most field goal kickers, when they miss one, nobody will talk to him. Nobody will even go near him.
Well, there wasn't a major reception for it, but they did say a few words. Denver now from their own 20-yard line. Rick Farrell. Line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. Ted Hendricks was there for the defense. 1:10 and counting, time remaining in the first half.
Double tight for the Denver Broncos, and right now Whit Morton is telling his backs, hold on to the football, please.
He's going to work the 30-second clock now, 14 seconds and counting on it. Stay on the ground.
I don't look for him to do a lot of that motion and a lot of that moving around in a situation like that. Get out and get set. I'm going to get the snap off just before the 30-second warning comes up.
Dave Preston. 25-yard line. And now Oakland stops the clock. It will be third down and 4. The ball at the 26-yard line, the official spot. 33 seconds left to go. Raiders have one timeout remaining.
What they want is one more shot. 33 seconds to go. They figure they'll stop Denver right now. They'll call their last timeout. They'll get the ball anyway. At least maybe a kick return, or maybe they'll get one play after that.
Also, they want to force third down and 4. Normally, that is a passing down. I don't think that Denver will pass here.
No, I don't either. I think they'll keep the football on the ground. They get the 3rd and 4 situation, hoping maybe to break loose for 4 yards and pick up the first down and end the first half. They figure, Denver's got to figure they escaped lightning down here when Oakland didn't get any points on the board.
The 81st consecutive sellout crowd, more than 75,000 here at Mile High Stadium in Denver. There has been some talk of expanding the stadium to 90,000, and why not? They have more than 13,000 season ticket holders standing in line, and the man at the top of the list has been there since 1975, and he cannot move up to a seat.
Look here, they're moving around.
Morton doesn't have to call a timeout. He calls an audible because the clock has already stopped. Now he can take more than the 30 seconds in the penalty.
He'll go back 5 yards.
And a delay of game penalty.
You can see that he's not too happy about the situation. Somebody wasn't lined up in the right spot. They're moving around here. They have 2 tight ends in the football game. They still have 2 tight ends in the ball game. I'm surprised they're moving around.
I don't think he was that thrilled with the call from the sideline, to tell you the truth. But now the situation has changed. It's 3rd and 9. Remember, 33 seconds left in the half. Oakland has another timeout. He stopped the play, called the timeout, and Denver kicks to them. A lot of things can happen. Morton flips the blitzer. Riley Odom, first down and more. How about that? But Cusack was all over Morton, and he just slipped underneath. Riley Odom. And now Denver in a hurry-up offense at their own 49-yard line, first down. He'll throw it away to stop the clock, and he does. Billy Thompson fielded out of bounds.
Well, they're talking about Morton not having a great deal of agility, but he is a survivor. Look at this. Whoops, Big John over the top. He finds Riley Odom, makes a good catch. Said at the top of this show that he likes to go to that man, number 88, Riley Odom, when he gets in a jam. Now they have 7 seconds remaining in this football game. They have 1 timeout remaining, unless they just took it now, but no, it's 17 seconds on the 30-second clock. So they got 1 more shot.
2nd and 10 on the Denver 49-yard line. Their deep threat, Rick Upchurch, is injured. He's not in the ball game. Knee injury on the punt return. Morton all the time in the world. Steve Watson pulls it down. But time had run out in the half before Morton even threw the ball.
And
so the pass is complete.
Found out about Watson. He's tough because he took a shot just as soon as he caught that football.
And so we come to the first half. It is Denver 9 and Oakland 7.
Out there on the field for some 80 plays. Well, it's turned things right around. So far in the first half, Denver's had it 40 plays, Oakland 21.
And Steinford kicks off for the Broncos, 5 yards deep in the end zone. This is Barnwell on the return. Flag is down. He's to the 30, to the 35-yard line. 2 markers were dropped, one at the 15 and one at the 20-yard line. Clipping is a preliminary call, so you'll nullify most of that return. And now let's look again at the statistics.
You can just take a look at it, every one of them. 14 first downs to 6, all the way down to time of possession.
The bottom line. 20 minutes to 10 minutes.
To 10 minutes. Twice as much for Denver. When that happens, you're putting your defense out there. You're subjecting them to stopping the opposition. And looking at those stats, Oakland should be happy that it's only a 9-7 ball game.
52 on the run back.
Blocking below the waist on the run back. The call on Mario Salato. So Oakland now, from their own 8-yard line, as a first down. Jim Plunkett, the quarterback, with King and Van Eegen, the running backs. Chandler and Branch, the wide receivers. Chester, the tight end. Shell, Upshaw, Dalby, Marvin, and Lawrence at offensive line. Van Eegen. A couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down, 8. The defense for the Broncos, Barney Chavis, Reuben Carter, and Rulon Jones, the front 3. The linebackers are Swinson, Evans, Bradishar, and Jackson. At left corner is Perry Smith. Lewis Wright is out, will not return. Rick Upchurch also will not return in the ball game. Right corner is Aaron Kyle. The safeties are Billy Thompson and Steve Foley.
This is the physical football game, Charlie. You can see by the number of players that have been banged around, but you take a look at that offensive line and that defensive line out there. They are battling.
2nd and 8. Van Egan. Rulon Jones makes the tackle, 16-yard line.
Doesn't seem strange, does it, that Oakland would go to their left side over number 78, Art Shell, 63, Upshaw. 78 is Shell, working against Rulon Jones, the young defensive end. Gets enough of him, makes him spin out. He eventually gets involved in the tackle, but it was a good block by Art Shell.
3rd down and 2. Branch wide to the near side. Chandler wide far side. Kenny King. Gradishar stops it. It'll be 4th down. Randy Gradishar. Craig Morton on the sideline.
I said to the left side, taking a look at it, number 63 is Upshaw making a block on Jackson. He buries him, but Gradishaw is the man. Van Egan was trying to get the block on him. He wasn't able to do it. He grabbed him up high and took him on back, not getting him the first down.
Ray Guy will be kicking. His average in the first half, 3 punts, 58.6 yards. 58.6. Wade Manning is set for the return for the Broncos. Oh, this is even better than the best. 15-yard line. 30. Flag is down. 35. 40. 50. 2 flags are down. 32-yard line of Oakland.
Bring it on back, because there was a play where a Denver Bronco hit a man from behind. They're going to bring that play back.
There was also a flag dropped on the far side at the 45-yard. A 68-yard punt, and this is a 52-yard return.
Wade Manning, an outstanding run on this play. Look at all the people that have an opportunity to make the tackle on him. He's breaking all of those tackles. Determined to go on down. Wants a touchdown.
The flag on the left was dropped to the 25-yard line. Illegal use of hands against the Denver Broncos. There was also a flag far side at the 45-yard line.
You cannot go up the backside of a player, and that's what happened on that particular play. For a man that's blocking for the return man, if there's any question whatsoever,
It's a ball foul. Illegal use of the hands. Number 43 on the return is declined. Illegal block above the waist. Number 53 on the return is accepted. First down.
So they caught Foley and Gradishar both. And we've got a timeout. 12:23 left to go. 3rd quarter. Denver has the lead, 9-7. When we come back, the Broncos on offense at their own 15-yard line.
first down plays, Denver's had 16, Oakland 10. The more first down plays that you have, the better chance you have of moving the ball and scoring. It's as simple as that.
Denver now from their own 15-yard line. First down. Avon Moses in motion. Rick Farrow. No gain. 2nd and 10. Denver going with Dave Preston, Rick Farrow the running backs. Greg Morton is the quarterback. Avon Moses and Steve Watson the wide receivers. Riley Odom's the tight end.
Trying to cut back. Matuzak is there, but also right there, number 83, Ted Hendricks. The man, I think, who really made that defense move and go for the Oakland Raiders last year. Did a tremendous job in his 14th year.
Tony Reed checks into the backfield. That offensive line, Dave Studdard, Tom Glassick, Billy Bryant, Paul Howard, Claudie Minor. 2nd and 10. Tony Reed. Reed fights his way to the 23-yard line. He gains 8 yards, most of it on his own. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Wayne Osteen with with the tackle. That defense of the Raiders has John Matusak, Johnny Robinson, and Dave Browning as the front three. Reggie Kidlaw, a knee problem, has not played in the game. Ted Hendricks, Randy McClanahan, Matt Mellon, and Rod Martin, the linebackers. Lester Hayes and Dwayne Osteen on the corners. Mike Davis and Burgess Owens at the safety.
Third quarter score, Los Angeles still leading Houston by a score of 17-6. That's third period.
Third down and 2, 3 tight ends in the ball game for the Broncos.
Ball's
fumble. And Oakland has the ball at the Denver 31-yard line. That is the first fumble of the ball game.
McClanahan.
At the Broncos 31-yard line.
Randy McClanahan with the fumble recovery. And a big break for the Oakland Raiders.
Short yardage situation. 3 tight ends in the ball game. The handoff coming through there. He never really had control of the football. Bounces forward. When that happens, there's going to be defensive men all around. 57 Randy McClanahan was there for a big break for the Oakland Raiders. Now, we're talking about statistics, Charlie, and everything is in favor of Denver, but that can all change in a hurry. 17-0. Buffalo leading the Jets. Third quarter.
And it was Rick Peros of the Broncos who fumbled. So Oakland has the ball at the Denver 31. Mark Van Eegen. A gain of 3 to the 28. It'll be second down and 7 as Dom Jackson and Reuben Carter make the tackle. Don Flores, head coach of the Oakland Raiders, on the left.
Never appears to be too excited outward.
But like so many, he takes the medication for the stomach ulcers. Second and 7. Greg Boyd comes into the defensive set.
4 down linemen. They're going to hope to put some pressure on Plunkett because they're looking for a pass.
Chandler wide to the right. Cliff Branch wide to the left. Plunkett to throw. Has time. Pass is complete. Goes to his tight end, Raymond Chester. Chester, who has caught the Raiders' only touchdown pass.
25.
Raymond Chester got that pass, but Plunkett was looking downfield. He's looking to go to Cliff Branch or Kenny King downfield. They were covered, so he went to his third receiver, which is Raymond Chester, number 88, makes the reception. It is short of the first down. Number 77, Boyd, who has one of the sacks today. 63 is Upshaw. He's allowed to use his hands. Not supposed to pinch the jersey. Did a good job of keeping him away from his quarterback.
Bradshaw and Ramsey are in the offense. It's third down 4. Plunkett has pressure. He is sacked. They will throw the play dead at the 31-yard line. You can forget the chase of the football. Third sack for the Denver Broncos, and Randy Gradishaw got this one.
The difference between putting the heat or not. 53, Gradishaw coming in. Boyd also coming in. And you see they're all converging. Finally, number 79 is Barney Chavis, who actually grabs him and brings him down. But it was the pressure applied by Boyd and Randy Gradishaw that forced him up, gave Chavis an opportunity to make the tackle. Third sack for the Denver Broncos.
And the reason it was not ruled a fumble, he had possession when his elbow hit the ground, and that makes the play dead. Then the ball bounced loose. That's the reason you could forget Derek Jensen's chase of the football. Ray Guy at the 40-yard line holding for Chris Barr. An attempt of 50 yards. No, it goes to Barr, and he is just punching it towards the coffin corner, and he misses it. Goes into the end zone for the touchback.
He was trying to get to the coffin corner.
And the reason for the setup and the change, I assume, is so they wouldn't want anybody back here to try and catch it. All right, we've got a timeout, and Denver has the football. When we come back, they'll be at the 20-yard line. If the Denver Broncos go on to win this game, you can come back to the time of 9:06 left to go, third quarter, and their defensive stand.
Right, they picked up a fumble on the 31-yard line, ended up punting the ball from the 32. The defense of the Broncos did a great job there.
Denver now from their own 20-yard line, first down. It is Denver 9 and Oakland 7. Jumping to the outside is Peros. And he'll get about 3 yards. Now, Rick Peros was the man who fumbled for the Denver Broncos. The First time they have offensive possession, they call his number again.
That's a good thing to do because that gets his confidence back where he's not going to have to worry about it. All right, Houston got on the board in the third quarter, but Los Angeles still leading the Oilers by a score of 17-13. That's the third quarter.
Second down and 7, Denver, their own 23-yard line. 8.5 minutes left to go. We're in the third quarter here. Mile High Stadium, temperature mid-70s. 40% chance of rain, the forecast, but it's held off. Humidity about 50%. On the reverse, Steve Watson. 28-yard line. So Watson picks up 5. It'll be third down and 2. Randy McClanahan, who recovered the fumble for the Oakland Raiders at the 31 a few moments ago, makes the tackle.
Number 83, Ted Hendricks, been around a long time, and he knows they're trying to trick you sometime. He knows that something is wrong. It starts the other way. He knows right now with that tight end trying to block him inside, there's no way that they're going that way. And here he is fighting off the blocks of one man. Egloff gets involved in the tackle. They did make a few yards gain, but if Ted Hendricks had chased that play, it would have been a real big game.
Third down and 2. Tight end in motion, comes back to block. Gets the plug. Farrow. He needs to get to the 30-yard line. There would not be a measurement. If the ball touches the mark at the 30-yard line, it is automatic because he started at the 20 following the touchback. This is an instance they would never use the chains. It's simply where the football is placed. And like I said, they're going to bring out the chains. No, they're not supposed to do that. If it touches the chalk mark, it's a first down. If it doesn't touch it, it is not. It is that simple. Does not need the chain. I don't care what he says.
Send that word down, Charlie. From now on, they don't have to use those chains. You're right. Started on the 20-yard line. But it didn't make it by a whole lot.
That's right.
They didn't ask you that, right? It's just you made it.
Just if you made it. First down, Denver. Their own 30-yard line. In the first half, Denver had possession 20 minutes to Oakland's 10.
Now they got 3 wide receivers in the game.
Broncos with the same time pattern in the second half. Out of the backfield, flag is down. Pass is complete to Farrow. Where it is thrown by the umpire, who stands right behind the defensive line. And normally is an offensive holding call. It'll be illegal use of hands against the Oakland Raiders. Automatic first down.
They had 3 wide receivers in the ballgame that time. They had no tight end, so you knew that Morton was going to go to the air.
I can't understand the conference with Craig. It's an automatic first down, a defensive foul. And you just take the first down. Here's the call.
Illegal use of the hands. Number 72, defense, automatic first down.
John Matuzak gets the call. Could well be, particularly from where the flag was thrown, that he hit the offensive man and a hand slide up, and if they hit the helmet or above the shoulder, then it's an automatic call.
Yeah, they've eliminated the head slap in football for the defensive lineman. And when they did that, they took a big weapon away from the defensive lineman.
Penalties are about even, as you can see. First down, Denver, their own 35-yard line. Preston, 40, first down, fumble. A scramble for the ball, but they may mark it dead at the 46 if he had possession again, where the elbow hit, and it is jarred loose by the ground. And that'll be the call. It'll be a first down at the 46-yard line.
Taking a look at this play right now. He really accelerates right now. Good block by Classic, number 62. He's been doing a good job all afternoon against that fine Oakland Raider defensive unit.
The reason it is not a fumble, Dave Preston had control of the ball when his elbows hit the ground. That is an automatic call. Denver now at their own 46-yard line. First down. Haven Moses in motion. Preston to the right side. Preston to the Oakland 46-yard line. A gain of 8. It will be 2nd and 2. Lester Hayes makes the tackle. Let's go to New York. An update. Here's Brian Gumbel. Brian?
Stop by Hayes. Second down. 2.
All right, we're back. We'll try and get to Brian for that update in a moment. Larry Canada stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Oakland 46. It was 2nd and 2. It'll be 3rd down and 2. And Johnny Robinson, the middle guard, the rookie from Louisiana Tech, replacing Reggie Kinlaw as the man who brought him down.
He shot through there and got about 3 yards penetration. He guessed right. He went to the left side and got penetration, ran right into the ball carrier.
You've got an update on the score?
The Snake is doing it. He's passed for a couple of touchdowns, the latest a 20-yarder to Kenny Burrow. Right now, Houston leading Los Angeles 20-17 in the 3rd quarter.
And here it is, Denver 9, Oakland 7, 3rd quarter. 4:55 left to go in that period. Morton throws, pass is complete. It'll be a 1st down as Osteen drops Haven Moses. Moses caught it at the Oakland 40-yard line.
Greg Morton going back to throw. They're trying to put the pressure on him. A good job of blocking by that offensive line. He gets it off to Haven Moses. Now what's going to happen is Osteen's trying to strip him of the football. But you can see right there that Haven Moses is a veteran. He's got both arms wrapped around that football.
At the Oakland 40-yard line, 1st down Denver. They started this drive back on the 20. Peros. He'll be dropped for a loss. It'll be a loss of 3, 2nd and 13 as we pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC television network.
Tackle by Hendricks. Loss of 2.5 yards.
Ted Hendricks made the last tackle. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. We're in Denver, Mile High Stadium. The score, the Broncos 9, the Super Bowl champion Oakland Raiders 7, with 3:45 left to go in the 3rd quarter. All of the scoring in the 1st half.
Oakland jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Denver came back, a touchdown and a field goal, and that's where it stands right now. 9-7, Denver.
Almost intercepted. Otis McKinney tried to pick it off. Egloff, the intended receiver, next Saturday on NBC's Baseball Game of the Week. Defendant-minded Montreal Expos meet the surprising Cubs in Wrigley Field. Some of you will see the Yankees against their traditional rivals, the Boston Red Sox. So check your local listings for the game in your area next Saturday at 2 p.m. 3rd down and 13 at the Oakland 43-yard line.
Shotgun. And one of the reasons for the shotgun, besides the fact that Morton is back there already, and he doesn't have to go back in the pocket, is they spread out their receivers and their backs, and receivers can get downfield and in a pattern in a hurry.
Incomplete. Wade Manning, the intended receiver, and Morton threw before the break. Either that or Manning didn't look soon enough.
Manning didn't get one thing around that's very important. That's where that 83 stands on his headgear. He's got to get his head around. Pressure is coming. You can see that Martin's coming up the middle. He had to get rid of the football. He was looking at a defensive man. He never got his head turned around.
And Lester Hayes collided with Burgess Owens, and Lester shaking him just for a moment. He's okay. He comes out. Prestridge will be kicking. He'll be going for that left-hand corner again, as he did earlier in the ballgame. Ira Matthew is back for a possible return. That's dangerous when he goes that right-hand corner because he can slice it off, but he's successful. They'll mark it out at the 9-yard line. A very tough punt by Luke Prestridge. We've got a timeout. 3:19 left to go. 3rd quarter. Denver 9, Oakland 7. We'll be back in a moment. An injury report on Bob Chandler of the Oakland Raiders. He was hit in the abdomen and has been taken to the hospital just to check him over.
A couple of scores. Kenny Stabler's thrown for 2 touchdown passes right now. Houston leading Los Angeles 20-17 3rd period. Buffalo shutting out the Jets 24-0 3rd period.
Oakland from the 9-yard line. Van Egan gets the call. Latimer and Gradishar are there for the defense. Did you notice the plane carrying the banner? It said, "Marry me, Debbie," signed Love Scott. I guess Scott couldn't get tickets and Debbie had the tickets. There it is. Sorry about that, Scott, but I guess Debbie is here and you couldn't get in the stadium. But that's the way it goes in Denver. A gain of 5 to the 14 will be second down and 5. 13,000 on the waiting list for season tickets here. Van Egan, 21-yard line, first down. Bob Swinson and Randy Gradishar with the tackle. So the Oakland Raiders not looking that good at this point, although still in the ballgame as far as the scoreboard is concerned, 9-7. Apparently are going to be a little bit discretionary. This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League. It is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Denver Broncos and the National Football League is prohibited. Flag is down. Pass is complete to Kenny King. Aaron Kyle with the tackle. Holding against Oakland. All the breaks in the second half have been going against the Raiders.
And they're still just 2 points down. That's what I say about the Oakland Raiders. You know, don't fall asleep on them because they can hit you in a hurry. They've got Cliff Branch out there and they've got Kenny King. 2 home run hitters. That time he got the ball to Kenny King. He was looking to the other side. He was trying to work on Perry Smith, who's replacing Lewis Wright, who's out for the rest of this ball game with a leg injury.
I have just been informed by NBC Central in New York City that the reason that we are unable to bring you our usual amount of updates from Brian Gumbel is a telephone line problem between Los Angeles and New York City, and that would be the telephone line that we patch into. They're busily working on it, and if possible, we'll try and rejoin Brian Gumbel for the updates that you have grown used to on the NFL telecast on NBC. Kenny King, right side.
Picked up
Don Latimer with the tackle. Go ahead, Lynn.
Latimer got the tackle, but that man, number 53, Randy Gradishar, shot through the line. He got an arm on Kenny King, didn't bring him down, slowed him down enough for the rest of the defensive line or defensive players could get over and make the tackle.
That is Bob Chandler. He is being taken to the hospital. He was hit in the abdomen and has become nauseous. That is the report. Apparently it's nothing serious. We certainly hope that it's nothing serious, but they do not want to take any chances.
They said as a precautionary measure they're taking him to the hospital.
Right. 14-yard line. Second and 17. Out of the backfield is Kenny King. To the 22-yard line, so it'll be third down. And around 9, possibly 10 yards to go as Billy Thompson makes the tackle.
That time Denver was really bending back, and the linebackers flew back into pass coverage. Plunkett had no choice but to go to the back in front of the linebackers, hoping that maybe Kenny King could break a couple of tackles and come up with a big gain. Yep. They did get some gain, but they still got 9 yards to go for a first down.
That is a percentage choice that he's looking for.
That's right. Go to the open man. Don't try to force it someplace where a man is covered.
3rd and 9. Again, it is Kenny King. Out of bounds, short of the first down. Bob Swinson and Perry Smith with the tackle.
He did not want to go to Kenny King, but he had no choice. He was looking downfield. He had pretty good protection. Looks like sufficient time to get the ball downfield, but there isn't anybody open. Now, rather than trying to force a ball to somebody that is covered, get it to somebody who is open and hope perhaps they can break a tackle. He breaks the tackle right there. But Bob Swinson coming in and knock him out of bounds.
Ray Guy will be punting. This is his 5th punt of the ball game, and his average is 61.25 yards. He has put on a clinic and out about the football. Manning fields it at the 30-yard line. Has a gain of 1 yard on the return to the 31. So Denver will take over on their own 31. That punt covered only 42 yards. Denver 9, Oakland 7. We'll be back in a moment. Now let's go back a few minutes in the ball game where Bob Chandler got hurt. Here's what happened.
Perry Smith, quick out pattern. He makes the catch. Perry Smith coming up. Look at his headgear. It was right in his stomach. And you can see right now the reaction of Bob Chandler that he's in pain. And as a precautionary measure, taking him to the hospital for a checkup.
Denver at their own 31-yard line, first down. I want to ask you a question about that. Dave Preston. A gain of 5 to the 36 in flags.
I think it's going to go against Oakland. A late hit. Preston coming around the right side. Smith right there. 37 is Lester Hayes. 77.
Joe Campbell.
Joe Campbell hit him. I don't know whether he's the one they're going to call it on.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 77. Defense. Late hit. First down.
So with the penalty, the ball goes to the Oakland 49-yard line. It'll be a first down. And we'll get back to that hit on Bob Chandler after this play. Morton sends 5 on the pattern. He drops it off to Tony Reed, who drops the ball.
Oh, Tony Reed was looking downfield, and he knows it. He made a catch in the first quarter that he picked up a first down, but that time his head was looking downfield, and the ball hits him right on the numbers. Morton going back. He's surveying the defense right now. He knows where his offensive players are, so now he comes right to Tony Reed. Look where his head is. Look where his head is. First things first, though.
Now, just quickly, the injury to Bob Chandler. They could have called a penalty on Perry Smith for spearing, hitting with the helmet. It was not called.
No, it's never been a real tough call to call him on that because it was not flagrant by any means.
No, because he was trying to make the tackle, but it's still a borderline call. Barrow breaks it down the sideline. 37-yard line, first down.
Quarter ends, and Denver's doing it to Oakland.
That is the end of the quarter with the score, Denver 9 and Oakland 7. And we'll be right back after these messages from your local station. Welcome back to Mile High Stadium. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. We start the fourth quarter. Denver with the lead, 9-7, with the ball on the Oakland 37-yard line. Moses comes in motion. Preston fumbles the ball. There's a scramble for it. Oakland comes up with it. And again, they rule the ball dead, saying that he had control when the elbow hit the ground. If that happens and the ball pops loose, the play is dead.
They've been doing a very good job recently on the ground. Preston coming through. He's hit. He has the football. He goes down right there. That's close.
That is close.
That's close, Charlie.
Because
62, Tom Glassick has been doing a very good job all afternoon. He gets his man, pushes him backwards. For Denver, it was a good call. For Oakland, it was not.
2nd and 9. Tony Reed. 32-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Next Sunday, join host Brian Gumbel at 12:30 Eastern Time for NFL 81. All the news, highlights, and late-breaking information, all the games. Another doubleheader Sunday featuring a tough AFC Central battle as the Houston Oilers meet the Cleveland Browns. So check your local listings for the games in your area following NFL 81 at 12:30 Eastern Time. We've got a timeout. 13:57 left to go here. The score is Denver 9 and Oakland 7. We'll be back to Mile High Stadium in just a moment. Tom Glassick, the left guard of the Broncos at offensive line, shaking up on that last play.
He's been playing very well. You take a look here. I think really it's number 60, Paul Howard, his own teammate, that fell over him.
He's been replaced by Glenn Hyde from the shotgun. Screen right side, and he overthrows Dave Preston. Is that a tough pass? Because in that same situation, the right flat, he has been high to Preston 3 or 4 times.
Well, that was a tough angle that Preston gave him to get the ball to him. It had to be thrown exactly right. And he didn't want to throw it short for fear that the defense would come in there and pick it off. And he was getting pressured, so he had to get it out there. Just threw it too high.
Westridge is in to hold. 41-yard line. An attempt of 51 yards by Fred Steinfort, who is hit from 29, missed from 23. It is no good. It is off to the right. So Steinfort, who has the distance, simply the aim has been off, either to the left or to the right. We've got a timeout, and we'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to Denver. This is Charlie Jones and Lynn Dawson. We have 13.5 minutes left to go in the ball game.
And actually, Denver has been dominating this football game, but they are only 2 points ahead at this stage. Oakland, as I said before, is a very explosive football team.
Raiders have the ball. Fake. Pass is complete to Raymond Chester, and Chester is close to the first down at their own 43-yard line. The Raiders can strike so quickly. Radishar and Kyle were there for the defense.
Well, you can take a look right now that he's going back. He's being pressured, comes up. He has to get rid of it. He's got a man wide open, 88, Raymond Chester. And you can see what determination Raymond Chester had. He knew he was going to get hit, but he was going to deal out some punishment beside taking some.
First down.
Change came out for the measurement. It is a first down by the length of the football, so Oakland now at their own 43-yard line. Arthur Whittington and Mark Van Egan are in the backfield. Morris Bradshaw and Cliff Branch are the wide receivers.
Buffalo Bills way out front, shutting out the Jets 31-0 in the third period.
Plunkett's pass is complete. Arthur Whittington caught it at the 48-yard line. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 as Gradishar makes the tackle.
Oakland's history generally is not to throw the ball that much to the backs. They've had some great wide receivers, great tight ends down through the years, and they like to get the football to them because if you're going to throw the ball, they want to pick up 15, 18 yards, and occasionally maybe get the ball out to Cliff Branch and get 6.
Morris Bradshaw wide to the near side, Branch to the far side. Van Egan.
Hands off to Van Egan.
Picks up the first down. Denver 46-yard line.
Anderson to 46. It's a first down.
Last couple of plays for the Oakland Raiders, you can see somewhat of a different attitude because they've always been known as a physical football team. And this has been a very physical football game. And if Oakland's going to get the job done, those guys up front are going to have to do the job.
So it is the perfect confrontation of the fourth quarter. The Oakland Raider offense against the Denver Bronco defense. First down, Denver 46. Whittington. 42-yard line. He picks up 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tom Jackson makes the tackle. So Oakland now picking up 4, 5, or 6 yards on every play.
See that surge at that offensive line is moving out, and they're taking control of the line of scrimmage. I look for Denver now maybe to switch up, maybe do some stunting, some blitzing, hoping to get some penetration into the backfield and disrupt the blocking of that offensive line.
And meanwhile, on the far side, you have number 21, Cliff Branch. Bradshaw wide on the near side. Whittington to the 37-yard line. 5 more yards. Be 3rd down and about 1.
Talking about the offensive line, are they moving them out? Are they controlling the line of scrimmage? There they are, the right side. Mickey Marvin, number 65. Look at the surge by that offensive line. They're moving them back. There's no penetration by Denver. There is great pursuit, though, by the Denver Broncos. You can see there's about 5 or 6 of the defensive men around that ball carrier. But he still picked up yardage. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 1 situation. 3 tight ends in the ball game for the Oakland Raiders.
3rd down and 1.
Pass.
Play action. Incomplete. Derek Ramsey, the intended receiver. The Raiders gambling on a 3rd and 1 at the 37-yard line. Steve Foley with the coverage.
Play action pass. He's going deep, trying to get to Derek Ramsey, the tight end. He had a step or so on Tim Foley. Also, they had Arthur Whittington running out of the backfield, flying down the sideline.
And once again, we have been informed by NBC in New York that the reason that we are not able to go to Brian Gumbel in the update is an AT&T problem between Los Angeles and New York. 3 tight ends are in. Whittington trying for it on a 4th and 1. Could be the turning point of the ball game if the Broncos held. Could be a turning point for the Raiders if they picked it up. Big gamble with just over 10 minutes to go.
Here it is. 4th down, 1 to go. Randy Gradishaw getting in, getting up around the shoulder pads, stopping the momentum going forward, and stopping the first down, and turning the ball back over the Denver Broncos. I'm sure that what Oakland was feeling is that's why they went for that 3rd and 1 situation, going for the 6 points, is that even if they don't make it, they can come back out on 4th down and pick it up. They didn't make it that time. Big play by the Denver Broncos.
The Raiders come up about 6 inches shy of the first down. We've got a timeout with 10:09 left to go. The Broncos hold. They have the football. They have the lead. Dan Reeves, the new head coach of the Denver Broncos. Total offense thus far, Oakland 166 yards, Denver 318 yards. Harrell to the 42-yard line. He gets 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Mike Davis with the tackle.
In all the first half, Oakland scored first. Denver coming back. Both those were passes. Raymond Chester catching a pass for the first touchdown, then Rick Upchurch catching a pass. The extra point was not good. Then a field goal, and that's it. 9-7. With 9:40 and counting down in the last quarter.
Changes in that offensive line. Kelvin Clark is now in. Tom Glassick has an injured left thigh. He's been replaced by Glenn Hyde. 2nd down. Watson in motion. Farrell. No gain. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Randy McClanahan makes the tackle for the Oakland Raiders.
Tackle by McClanahan.
Now we're getting into another 3rd down situation where they got to put that ball in the air.
5.5.
4th quarter score now. Houston still leading Los Angeles by the score of 20-17. Buffalo shutting out the Jets 31-0. 4th quarter.
Shotgun. Odom's in motion, stays to block. Morton's pass almost picked off. Tony Reed, the intended receiver.
By Davis.
Mike Davis was there for the Oakland Raiders, so it'll be 4th down and 5.
Mike Davis, you can recall, remember early in the first half where the ball hit him right in the stomach. He didn't come up with that one. He's probably saying, this isn't my day, but he made an excellent play to be there. And what Morton was looking for was the 5 yards, because he had both backs crossing in about 8 yards deep.
Ira Matthews set for the return. Luke Prestridge to kick. The ball taken on the hop downfield by Glenn Hyde. And we've got a timeout. 8 minutes, 29 seconds left to go. Denver holds on to a 2-point lead.
Out the Bills now out in front by a score of 31-0. Let's go back to Charlie Jones, Lenny Dawson.
Thank you, Brian. Welcome back to the telecast. Glad they got all the problems fixed up. Okay, Oakland at their own 28-yard line. Prestridge's last kick covered 32 yards. First down Raiders, trailing by 2. 8.5 minutes left. Tight end Raymond Chester. Gain of 6.
We are taking a look at Morton. This is in the first half. Controversial play. Did he have both feet down inbounds? this vantage point, it does not look like he had both feet in. It still counts 6 points.
Back to live coverage, 2nd and 4. Oakland at their own 34-yard line. Rather conservative for the Oakland Raiders at this stage of the game.
That's Kenny King running with the football. You know, Charlie, I was wondering on that 4th down situation, they had Arthur Whittington in the and ran with it, and he's a fine back, but he weighs 180 pounds, and that man weighs 205 pounds. And I was just wondering why they're going to run the ball in a situation like that, why they didn't put Kenny King in the ball game.
Chains out for the measurement. It's a Raider first down. The Oakland 38-yard line.
You saw a 25-pound difference.
And they were, what, 6 inches shy of the first down.
That's one of those cases, if you make it, you're right. If you don't make it, you're wrong.
Grant wide to the far side. Bradshaw to the near side. Bradshaw's open. Interceptor. Larry Evans with the interception. Bradshaw was open. Plunkett was scrambling. Couldn't find him. First interception for the Broncos. Larry Evans pulls it down. First interception of the ball game.
That's one of those cases where Plunkett should have did one of two things. He was trying to force the ball someplace. Forcing the ball to somebody, throwing it almost underarm. Timmy, he gets away from the traffic here. He jumps outside. He's looking downfield to unload it on somebody. He should either put that ball under his arm and take off. And he threw it sideways.
Dave Presta out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A gain of 23. Mike Davis stopped it. Tony Reed and Larry Canada, now the running back.
Once again, the Broncos right down in scoring territory.
Haven Moses wide to the far side. Tony Reed. About the 17. Be 2nd and 5. Dwayne Osteen with the stop.
7 minutes remaining in this football game. A touchdown would really put the heat on the Oakland Raiders. That would be at least an 8-point difference. They'd have to score twice, including a touchdown. But they must come away with some points.
Lester Hayes has single coverage on Haven Moses on the far side. Moses comes back in motion. The give is to Preston. About half a yard is all. Randy McClanahan stops it. Messenger service, Steve Watson will be coming in.
2 wide receivers coming into the ball game. So it's pretty evident that Morton is going to have to get back probably in that shotgun formation to throw. Haven Moses, number 25, in motion. You think it's friendly down there? It's not friendly at all.
Dave Preston, 13 carries. He's picked up 71 yards rushing. 5 minutes, 48 seconds. Time remaining in the game. 3rd down 5. Preston again. Just inside the 50. The 4th down and a couple. And Steinberg will be coming in. He has hit a field goal from 29 yards away. He has missed twice from 53 and 51 yards. Tom Glassick was back in that offensive line during that last serve. From the 22, a kick of 32 yards. It is no good. It is off to the left. So Steinford has missed 3 times. And we've got a timeout. 5:05 remaining. Breathing room for the Raiders. They trail by 2. 9-7. We'll be back. 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Don't forget, the NFL report will be updating everything that has happened today in the National Football League. Oakland from the 20-yard line, 80 yards away from the Bronco end zone. Play action by Sutton. And pressure. It is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Raven Chester and was about 5 to 6 yards short as Bryson Manor was putting on the pressure.
He was trying to get rid of that football. Play action pass. Faking and rolling out. He's going to get the pressure on him. Bryson Manor has a hold of it. Throwing Raymond Chester is out in that area.
And the officials had blown the play dead before he threw it. They are ruling that he was in the grasp of a defender for protection purposes. That was at the 10-yard line. So it'll be second down and 20.
Also a very quick whistle on that situation.
The Raiders may have taken more than 30 seconds on this play. That would take it back to the 5-yard line. It'll be second and 25, delay of game.
Number 16. Also, Charlie, he's going to have to go back into the end zone to throw. And if there's any type of a penalty by that offensive team inside the end zone, it's an automatic 2 points for Denver.
Oakland now for the 5-yard line. King and Jensen are in the backfield.
Fumble.
Denver has the ball. Don Latimer recovers the fumble. 14-yard line.
Kenny King, the ball carrier, going to the right side of the Oakland Raiders. Comes out, he makes a few yards, and he's hit right on all of that, the dirt where the infield is. Ball pops loose. Denver comes up with it, and once again, they are in, I should say, I was going to say automatic scoring territory, but the way things are going for the field goal kicker, it isn't that. Inside the 20-yard line at the 19-yard line. 4:19 remaining in this football game.
Let's put it inside the 15 at the 14, okay? First down. Now it's up to the Oakland Raiders. Can they stop the Broncos again? On the delay, Preston gets the call. A yard, and that's about it. Randy McClanahan with the tackle. We're moving on the 4-minute mark of time remaining in the game. Call it the 12-yard line, so it'll be second down 8.
Two tight ends in the ball game, which indicate they're going to run, and there they go.
Hey, Preston. 6-yard line. He has 6. It'll be third down and a couple. Dave Browning stopped it. Jim Wright, the tight end, bringing the play into Craig Morton. Third down and 2.
I'll tell you something, Charlie, they can cross everybody up with a play pass here. I don't know whether they will, but they're positioned themselves right down there where it should be good footing for a field goal.
Preston does not make it. He is hit at the 5. He had to get to the 4. So it'll be fourth down and 1 with a field goal attempt upcoming.
Here it is, taking a look at it. Everybody is up there. All of the Oakland Raiders looking for the run. But I was saying they could have called a play that, hoping maybe a play pass to get somebody open, get in for an easy touchdown, because can't make a field goal from right there. They're what, at the 5-yard line at the present time? It'll be a 22-yard field goal. 23.
And a attempt of 23 yards. Steinfurt has hit from 29, and he's missed 3 times. And he misses. He misses. Steinfurt now has missed from 53, 51, 32, and 23 yards. He has hit from the 29.
And Charlie, that ball went out of there rather strangely because he isn't following through with his kick. He punched at that ball, and it went out as a spiral. Take a look at it here. Snap is good. The hold is down. He just punched at it. Can't see the ball, but it went out of there as spiraling.
So Oakland has the ball on their own 20-yard line, first down. 2:23 left to go. Denver leads by 2, 9-7. Plunkett to throw. He is sacked. Tom Jackson got him. The 5th sack of the ball game for the Denver Broncos.
That's what speed will do for you. Now here it is, a linebacker ran him down. Tom Jackson, number 57, has great speed for a linebacker. Got in there. Plunkett was on the move, hoping to get rid of the football. Jackson ran him down. Number 57, you're going to see him come into the picture right now. Van Egan was supposed to block him. He didn't handle him at all. Pushed him aside, went after Plunkett, and brought him down.
It will be 2nd and 16, but we have moved to the 2-minute mark. So we'll take a timeout. The Broncos lead by 2. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. The Bronco defense with 5 quarterback sacks. Oakland 2nd and 16 on their own 14-yard line. They trail by 2.
That Denver defense, after the first score of Oakland, has really turned things around. They've really been putting the heat on Jim Plunkett.
Incomplete.
Distant. Had him open.
Kenny King, the intended receiver, will be 3rd down and 16 from the Raiders' 14-yard line. All of the scoring in the first half. 1:55 left to go. 3 wide receivers now in for the Raiders. Cliff Branch, Malcolm Barnwell, Morris Bradshaw.
Well, you know what pressure is? It's 3rd and 16 with 1:55 to go, and you're down by 2.
Pass is complete. Arthur Whittington out of the backfield. 19-yard line, a gain of 5. It'll be 4th down and 11. Billy Thompson was there.
11 yards to go.
And that is the real estate out in front of the Raiders. 4th and 11, and they'll gamble for it. They have to. They might not get the ball back. 1:25 and counting. Time remaining. 4th and 11. Buck and roll. Pass is incomplete. Outstanding defensive play by Aaron Kyle, who stripped Barnwell of the ball. Or the Raiders would have had the first down.
Plunkett did his job. Jumped out of the traffic back there, got the ball out to the receiver. Those are the kind of catches you must make. This is a must situation. You can see he's buying time right now. Jumps out of the pocket. Now the receivers have to move. Don't stand still, but move. And he does hit his man right in the hands, and he's stripped of the ball. Aaron Kyle, number 22.
1:02 remaining. Denver at the Oakland 19-yard line. Both ball clubs with 3 timeouts remaining. Preston dropped for a loss. He'll lose 2. It'll be 2nd and 12. McClanahan makes the tackle. Raiders take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. 55 seconds left to go. A chance for us to remind you that the executive producer of NBC Sports is Don Omeyer. Football's coordinating producer is Ted Nathanson. Today's telecast has been produced by George Fico, directed by John Gonzalez. Technical director is Dick Roker, and associate director is Ray Banassi. Don't forget the NFL report. Time permitting, coming up right after this ball game is over. Brian Gumbel will be updating everything that has happened in the National Football League today.
And there's been a lot of unusual happenings, including this game right here. 9-7. Denver with the football. I believe prior to this football game said that you hold the Oakland Raiders to 7 points. I think it'd be true. But Denver has dominated this football game.
Second down and 12. Oakland 21-yard line. .55 seconds remain. Bootleg. And the pass. Oh, a terrible pass. Trying to get to Riley Odoms, and he dropped it in between 3 Oakland Raider defenders.
I don't understand that. If any time they were going to try something, it should have been down there the last time when it was a third down situation. When they ran, I believe he ran Preston into the line. And try a play action pass, have one man out. If he's open, give him the ball. If not, throw it away.
Also, it stops the clock with 50 seconds remaining. Third down and 12.
You got to make Oakland utilize those timeouts.
From a shotgun. Inside handoff, whistle sound. It wasn't a 30-second violation. There's still 2 seconds on that clock. May have been movement by an interior lineman. As you know, from tackle to tackle, once you get set 3 or 4 point stance, you cannot move. If you do before the snap, it's an automatic call.
Also, Charlie, what about the field goals?
Yes.
You know, they've had problems kicking. Now they're taking it on back a little further. Fred Steinfort has not had his day kicking.
He is 1 for 5. He's hit from 29 yards, but missed from 53 and 51. And most recently from 32 and 23 yards. Now an official's timeout. 47 seconds left on the clock. Third down and 17.
You see the
26-yard line.
They were going to run that football that last time to make Oakland utilize a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
Sweep upside.
Flag is down.
21-yard line. A marker down stops the clock. A gain of 5. Ron Martin with the tackle. And a pushing and shoving contest breaks out at the 20-yard line.
It looks like a mismatch. Mike Davis, the safety, going against offensive guard Tom Glassick. Which is good news. Glassick is back in the ballgame. He was out for a short while.
Al Davis, general managing partner, right there in glass. Got a Super Bowl ring on his little finger.
I don't know how you can get it. You get their Super Bowl ring on your little finger.
I don't know. It's so big. All right, Fisher placed the ball at the 21-yard line. Rather been a sloppy ending to a great defensive battle. And a field goal attempt. 28-yard line and attempt to 38 yards. No good from 38 yards out. So Steinfort now has hit only 1 of 6. And his last 3 are makeable, 32, 23, and 38 yards.
Now you can understand why some players say that the game shouldn't depend on a kicker. You fight, you scratch the whole ball game, and everything depends on a kicker. And he's missed 6
Missed 5, made 1. So Oakland still alive at their own 20-yard line.
They've all been very makeable field goal attempts also.
35 seconds left.
Oakland has 2 timeouts remaining. And they need to get into field goal range.
Lucky's pass, complete.
He'll get out of bounds. He'll get out of bounds.
King gets out close to the 31-yard line. And he'll have the first down. Stops the clock with 26 seconds. Play took 9 seconds.
Here it is. Plunkett going back to throw. The defense is really sagging. They're giving them the stuff inside. Now it's a good move by Kenny King. He's turning it on, but his objective is to get out of bounds and stop that clock.
They're bringing the chains out for the measurement. This I don't understand. They started at the 20-yard line after a missed field goal attempt. It's way across the 30.
Maybe the field tilts.
First down.
It can't tilt that far.
Still 2 timeouts remaining for the Oakland Raiders. And no points by Denver. Had they run the ball 3 times, Oakland would have been out of timeouts.
Bucket to the 36-yard line. They'll take a timeout right there. It'll be second down and 5 with 17 seconds. Each play taking 9 seconds. That means they could get only a couple more in, maybe 3.
Can't do that anymore. He's got to get that ball up in the air. 17 seconds remaining in this football game. He's got to get it downfield.
And quickly.
Yes. You know, hoping, you know, 2 things can happen. You know, your man can come up with a great catch, or it could be pass interference on the defense.
Have you been keeping an eye on Cliff Branch?
I kept an eye on prior to the game.
Has he been going deep, though? Number 10 is Chris Barr.
Yeah, but they are really loose.
Yeah.
They know Cliff Branch. They don't want to give him. But what has to happen? They're rushing 3 men for the Denver Broncos on that defensive line. The offensive line of Oakland's got to hold out, and they've got to send somebody deep, really spread out that defense, and maybe hit somebody 25 yards downfield, 30 yards downfield.
Oakland now with 1 timeout remaining, second and 5 at their own 36-yard line. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Raiders have had their opportunities. The Bronco defense has turned them back. The Bronco offense has had their opportunities to bust it open, and you can almost say their offense has turned themselves back.
Well, yes, they've missed too many missed 5 makeable field goals.
Second and 5.
Let it go.
Kenny King, he'll get out of bounds. 42-yard line.
10 seconds remaining.
He'll pick up the first down. 10 seconds remaining. The play took 7 seconds. So they can get 2 more plays up.
Well, let's take a look and see where they've got to be in range for Barr. His range should be what, around 50 yards?
Yep.
So that means he'd have to kick it from the 40-yard line. So they'd have to get down somewhere in the area.
They need to pick up 20 yards right now. 15 to 20 yards to have a shot at it. And this is what they'll try and do. Bucket.
Threw it away.
He looked, everybody was covered. 3 seconds left. Morris Bradshaw went deep. He was running out of time because if he waited just 3 more seconds, the game would be over.
He's got 1 more play. He's got to get into the end zone. Unless there's a penalty on the defense.
Defensive penalty would extend the period. Second and 10, Oakland 42.
You remember last year in Minnesota?
Certainly.
Ahmad Rashad, about 3 seconds to go.
Bounced it, juggled it, got at the end zone. They took the division championship with that win.
I look for him to go to the right side.
But that's where Branch is. And he does. It's like a convention. The Broncos come down with a football. 0-0 on the timer. Billy Thompson came up with a football for the Denver Broncos as time runs out. And that's it from our game here. The final score, Denver 9, Oakland 7. We started off with an upset.